What's up? Here to have a post from Grift Media and Matt Tracy, and says if things continue and most population increase continues to be made up of inward migration, the non-Irish born population of the state by 2057 will be more than one third and headed towards 50%. Why would any sane state accept this? This isn't the sane state. We're not run by people that are sane. In fact, we are run by people that seem to be bought and paid for. We've seen to have people that are running in our government around saying and doing ridiculous things because they're at the behest of other people. They are bureaucrats. They are people that are literally ambassadors for whoever is telling them what to do and how to say it. They are doing and saying ludicrous things. They are engaging in open treason as far as I'm concerned. This is an invasion and plantation of our country that we've seen before when the British did it hundreds of years ago. You learned about that in your history books. You're still upset about that, and rightfully so, because I do believe that we should still be upset about that. And now you're seeing another invasion and plantation. You're being told not to worry about that. You're being told you're a racist if you notice that. You're being told if you're an istophobe that you notice with your own two eyes and ears what's going on around you. You can see and hear people. You're being made to feel a stranger in your own country. It's an absolute disgrace. This government are a disgrace. And what they have done is they have become a doormat, and they're making sure that you, the Irish people, have become a doormat according to the world to just walk into and over. And when I say that, what I mean by that is when it comes to services like health services, you can't get an appointment to see a doctor, you can't go and see a dentist. Some practices are full up, you have to drive, you have to commute to somewhere far out then to try and see these people. You're lower down on the list now, you're in a queue that's way longer because for every one foreign doctor that comes in here, 100 other foreign bums come in here that are not contributing anything. You've got people, of course, that are astronauts and engineers that are arriving in that are hanging around dole offices. They can't seem to get the leg up. I don't know what that's about, but it seems that we're importing more and more bums into this place that are just hanging around at nothing. And listen, before you say anything to me negative when it comes to that about our own people, we have enough people that are up to no good here in our own country without importing more. What I say is this: I think we should be paying our doctors and our nurses well enough to be able to stay here in this country instead of having to leave and replacing them with cheap foreign labour. That's what I think should be happening, and that goes for every service that's here in this country. I think that we have a very serious decision to make, and it has to be made soon in upcoming elections. We need to be voting for nationalists, patriots, people that love this country, and that are going to put us on the right track. And when I say the right track, what I mean by that is this: robust immigration checks, strict immigration law into this country, deportation of people that have committed crimes, deportation of people that are arriving here illegally without documents. And what you need to be doing also is you need to be stripping people of citizenships and removing them from this country, because this country does not have the ability to keep sustaining a growing population, particularly when it comes to other people coming into this country. Now, that is all done on purpose. And the reason why that's done on purpose is multiple reasons for that, but it's as simple as this, I would believe. The more people that are forced into this place, the less quality of a life that you have, and also it means then that they have more people to be paying taxes to fill their coffers, and at the same time you are being replaced as a population. You are being ethnically cleansed as things stand. That's what's happening. These are the reasons that these people are going to these lengths to tell you that you're a bad guy for thinking that this is all negative. You have to notice what's going on, and the fact that you've noticed what's going on because you're here listening to this channel and you've liked and shared and subscribed, of course, the fact that you've noticed to this, you know that you've had a target over you over the last number of years for noticing these things. You know it's not sustainable. You know that this isn't a positive. I mean, we learned in our history books about the British government and them trying to replace us only a couple of 100 years ago. And now you've got this government that have been bought and paid for by foreign entities doing the exact same thing with people that have very little in commonality with you, with cultural behaviours, ways of thinking and assimilation. Instead, what you've been treated to is you've been demonised as an Irish people. You're white privileged. That's absolutely absurd stuff. We need to be winding back the clock on this one here, guys. We need to be holding people accountable that have accepted this. And I mean the people that have facilitated this, whether you're in government, the media, NGOs, or on the left, or whether you're a member of any sort of uniformed patrol. You need to be held accountable for facilitating this. So this is an open invasion and plantation of our country that we've seen before and that we must repel. This must happen. And what this government are hoping to do is they are hoping to browbeat you into accepting this. They are hoping to make sure that you're kind and you're going to accept the replacement of you and your people without saying anything. You need to start talking about it. This is an absolute disgrace that these people are looking to push this the way they are. And here's the thing. They don't care about your quality of life. They want your quality of life to get worse, and they want you to pay more for a declining quality of life. I will say it once more. We have a duty to our own people, an obligation to our own people. We do not have to be a doormat to the world, nor should we be. I don't think that if someone has a negative life in some other country that we owe them something. We owe them nothing. What we do is we owe our own people a good quality life, we do, without giving other people the chance. Ireland should become enforced, and the Irish people should become enforced now and forevermore. Any government that thinks otherwise, that's sending money in foreign aid, that's importing people hand over fist, is a treasonous government that is engaging in high levels of treason that should be held accountable for immediately. We have a very, very big thing to choose from here now in this country, and what that is this. We have either to choose to be replaced in our own country, to become strangers, foreigners in our own country, or we can stand up for our country like our ancestors did beforehand and say, no, we're not having this, enough is enough, it's time to move on. Which is it going to be? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. I'll talk to you later. Good luck.